So you can see, folks, I am now painting. My 415 is right over there. It's blurry. Yeah, still filming off my flip phone because I still can't find my camera. So, yeah, the Inside Depot said to kind of put it in thin coats. I'm kind of not doing that. It's bubbling. I need to do that. I'm trying, but yeah, I'm gonna paint this whole frame with this stuff. Try to get the front end done before I drill this today. And we'll just cover this up. See, you don't see it no more. Fabulous. Anyways, it's fine. Hopefully, later in this video, you'll see this thing slowly coming together. I'll figure out if I can even film this thing, like sitting somewhere to film it, but I don't know. We'll figure this out later. So, yeah. Probably also should have filmed this, but you know how the vin's usually there, which it is. I'll show you. It's kind of, I don't know if the phone's gonna pick her up, but hey, that's fine. It's like there's no light in here. You can see it's kind of here. Yeah. Yeah, I can't see that. Anyways, there's 2 ports on this truck that the vin's on. I just found out. Frick. I knew that's dirty. I knew it was up there from other people, and then it's right in here, which I painted over. I don't know if that's a problem, but yeah, the old truck should have that relatively. I mean, I'm getting closer to a nice black frame. 415. Oh yeah, and I happen to put too much on here, so it's kind of bubbling. I don't know if that's too terribly good or not. We'll find out. But this thing's hopefully gonna get 2 coats on it. It's doing kind of good. My first time. So yeah, we'll see how things keep going. Well, folks, I've returned. I mean, it's looking quite nice. I mean, about halfway done. Probably have to finish it Sunday, but oh well. I mean, that looks freaking nice. It looks like a new truck under here. I mean, yeah. That's on your first coat, though. I've gone through about almost half a can of the 415. I mean, it's nice. You know. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few spots I need to get. I'm working on that. I mean, if I do this tomorrow, never mind, not tomorrow, I won't be here. But hey, yeah, we'll do the rest of it. The reason that's not painted is that's going to replace it. It's absolute garbage. Reason? You look here. I shouldn't do that. Your carrier bearing should not do that. So, and hey, if you guys know how many gallon tank I can fit in here besides a 20 gallon, if I can fit maybe a 25 and or 30 gallon, since this truck is technically a cab and chassis truck, same frame roughly as a highboy, and like, but yeah, it's got the longer wheelbase 140-inch, which also makes it camp special. It has that package on it anyways. Well, if you guys know where I can get a fuel tank for right here that's more than 20 gallon preferably to bolt up, then that would be really nice. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on this. And yes, my camera quality is still garbage because, yes, this is my flip phone again. My camera, I don't know. I set it on like a table and I went to school for a week, came back and it was missing. So I don't know where it went. I tried looking for it, cannot find it. Oh well, so from 8K to I don't know how many K this is, it's probably not very good. Blurry-ish, pixelated. It's a flip phone. But I do have Facebook on it. That's nice. So, yeah, this is kind of how I put it on all that. It's getting better. I got the diff somewhat painted.
both VIN codes are still reading on the frame, which is good for security reasons. That dumbass is still here. It kind of has no idea what it's walking on. That's fine. It probably won't ever learn, but you know, that's life. So, for some reason, finding these tires, either that specific style or at least a 16 by 5, no, 9 by 50, 16 by 5 tires is difficult. There's like a half between that and another half that's meant for a slightly bigger rim, made in the early 70s, I think late 60s, early 70s. Ford had. They make BF Goodrich all-terrain tires for those, but as far as I can see, none for these, which that might get problematic. And yeah, so I'm still learning on trying to find tires for this unit because it appears to be problematic. So, oh yeah, and this still is the first coat. I did that, well, Friday. Went to drill, now I'm back, and I'm doing this portion. It's Monday. I was sick Sunday, so yeah. And I got the Pour 15 cane, which is right there. You should have one can should do the entire frame of a single cab long bed. If you really wanted to squeeze it in, you could probably do a super cab long bed. It should have enough for that. I don't know about it. Well, you could even try a crew cab short bed, which is probably equivalent to a, yeah, it might be a hair longer than a super cab long bed. I don't know. There's other people out there that know more than me, so because you might own one. But yeah, this is what stuff looks like. Hopefully, this paint lasts on here for another 50 years. I don't think I'm ever going to sell this truck unless I absolutely have to because someone's life is in danger. But hopefully, never. Or to give it to my grandkids when I go to heaven with Jesus. But other than that, I'm down here. So, anyways, ouch. This rear bumper is going to get either I'm going to get it dipped in chrome, or I'm going to spray paint it chrome. I'll have to see how much the chrome option costs. So, this is the crap I got to do in those tight corners, just like this. Kind of sucks, but that's how it goes. And I got to take a paintbrush, come back, and repaint all where those bolts are at. It's right in those cracks. I had to do it all along there on both sides. So, and yes, there's a dip right here, but I'm not worrying about that because we got everything else reinforced. This thing's not going to get a ball hitch in it. The other truck will, the 79 will, but that's for a later video at a later time. I'm just going to be doing this stuff. So, this is what painting the frame looks like. I'm not painting this black because I don't need it, but the braces anyways will. So, to save you guys from doing this the entire time, and I haven't quite learned how to do a time lapse yet on the video footage, since I'm still learning how to be a YouTuber. This, I'm just doing short clips of me painting, or yeah, you get like before and after and all the other happy jazz. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to get some better filming equipment here in the near future. But yeah, so some more details is these leaf spring hangers. This shackles, I guess, came from LMC. I got these from, I really have no idea what company I got them from. Well, you can buy these. They're meant for like $250, a high boy technically, and a F350. They're the same thing. Yeah. Or you can just buy the ones from off LMC, which, you know, I don't think those are as thick. These springs, I'd get them custom made. They're not factory, but that's all right. Well, I'd get the U-bolts custom made. This piece came from LMC. I bought this from some company. I don't know what. We had to trim it out because it came up to about here, so we had to trim it. Drill custom holes. I'm pretty sure you can buy these from LMC. You can buy these from LMC, but they're not for a 1-ton. So the coils, you're gonna have to get those made somewhere. So this rear bumper, I believe, is homemade. It's heavy duty, so if you're an unintelligent driver and decided, oh hey, I can rear end this guy to get some money, or I don't know, some dumb stuff, or you're not paying attention, you hit this, the truck is gonna be fine. Your front end of your new, say a Kia car or a little Chevy Impala, yeah, it's totaled. This is heavy duty steel, so quite crazy. That's why I like some of these older trucks. Their rear bumpers are heavy duty. Even the homemade ones are really heavy duty. But overall, this truck's doing quite well. I mean, yeah. And a good reason why I have a flip phone and not an iPhone is because the flip phone's less of a distraction. I just get distracted on my computer too much on either YouTube or Facebook Marketplace. I just scroll for hours. It's tiresome. So that's why I have one of these. It's simple. I like simple. So, yeah, you can probably give me the argument that, oh, hey, you can do a lot of stuff on iPhone and, you know, I can have better film quality, which is very true. But you kind of have to pay for all that, and I don't want to pay for that at the moment. Since I have enough money to get this painted, I have some of the fuel lines, brake lines, and some of the bearings and bushings for the front end. I have enough money to paint it, the body. But after it's painted, I'm out of money because this is expensive. You know what's more expensive? College. College is really expensive. So, yeah. I thought, oh hey, 50 grand for going to college to be a diesel technician would be, that's not that bad. Take into account fuel costs for getting there, fuel costs coming back every weekend with a truck that gets about 13 miles a gallon, the old square body which is outside. And yes, I'm not getting rid of that thing because it's nice. I don't care about the fuel economy. Well, somewhat, but yeah. Anyways, with all the fuel expensive, oh, hey, you see something in the store, you need this. Not really. You just have impulse buying sometimes. Bad habits. Yeah, they start adding up real quick. Oh, you see stuff on LMC? Oh, hey, I need that for my truck, which you might actually do. My truck needs a few things. That adds up too. Buy stuff for your dad. That adds up too. So, everything's expensive. So, yeah. Lots of stuff. Well, hopefully the next clip you'll see is this thing is going to be repainted completely. I mean, before I switch the screen, I'm going to have to paint. I'll get that done, but oh frick. You have to paint in here. Dang, it's dark. You can't see anything. But anyways, I need to paint that. It's white. Camera does not do it justice. Of course, because it's a flip phone. But I also need to find 4 of these things. I'll just repaint this one. I got like 3 of these. So these come off something else. That's probably 80s or a fan hubcap. I'm not certain. But I'm going to try to have this thing as close to factory as possible. Because I'm a Ford nut, you know. So I like things being relatively close to factory. Minus the attachments like for the Alaska Adventure, you know, that might be the only aftermarket stuff on it, but hey, that's alright. So yeah. Well folks, after another 2 hours of labor and then an hour lunch break, the frame is done. For now. I mean, I got everything painted, repainted. I got all the tiny cracks. Yeah. Put that with the bumper bolts on. I got in this piece, that was difficult. I got most of it, so it should be good. There's a layer of primer in there from the sandblast shop, so yeah, it's looking quite nice. Let's see here. For these areas down in there, I just goobered it on all the stuff so that it's in there. I just goobered it on in there so that it doesn't rust out again, I guess, in a way, so that the layer is really thick. So if it does build up, it just won't eat away at it and it just eats the frame out again. Then like in here, I coated these things really heavy and in here because these trucks like to rust out right here. So I coated it really heavy. So first coat was light coat, second coat was a really heavy coat. Same for like down in here and there. I put heavy coats so it just stays on there. Leaf springs were black when I got them. The guy spray painted over them for some reason. So I repainted them again. The diff has been painted to the best of my abilities. It looks nice. 373 gearing. It's not a limited slip, which is I wish it was, but it's not. I did the back side of the bumper here. So that's needed. I got in there, both sides, the frame rail, this thing's coming together quite well. The reason I didn't paint this thing is because I might replace it because that rod there, right in there, the center of the screen, I can move the rod and I set everything flexing. So it's about as broke as that one. So that tends to be issues. Like issues. So I do not know what size of steel he used, but that's kind of a close-up of the steel somewhat. I don't know if that's useful or not, but yeah. Anyways, you can get most of these parts from LMC, minus these leaf springs. These leaf springs came from other companies. Had to get these, a lot of this was custom. But sandblast costs $1,100, but that's for just cash price. So if it's check or card, it might be a little different. Yeah, Mike gets rear bumper chromed. And also, I noticed on LMC they do sell sway bars. So I might just do that for that if I can't get those pieces. And the front, because I'm really serious about putting a camper on here, which I'm pretty sure I am, but I know definitely going to Alaska with this unit. But I'm pretty sure about the big camper. I might want to put a sway bar in the front. Because got out on the rear because it's got this special package. But I'm thinking, why not put one in the front? Spent the toe. It's got the big leaf springs. So put that in the front possibly. See how much that costs. Oops, sorry, my hand was in the way. Oh yeah, and I do have a cold that kind of happened. Anyways, overall this thing looks really nice. Now we just need to replace the bushings. I do want to get film footage of that, and if so, I'm going to try to get my GoPro to actually work. I do have one, but that's a work in progress. So, my friend is going to be so jealous when he sees this because he has an old 77? It's like a 77 and a half, whatever. It's a true high boy. He tried painting himself. It's kind of crappy looking-ish. It'd be better if he actually sent it to a paint shop. It's literally a banana yellow. I really don't like the color. But just because it's an old Ford highboy, that's right why I like it, and it's also stick shift. So, anyways, he's going to be so jealous that this thing's going to be all nice and restored more properly. And, yeah, especially the body going to a paint shop, actually, to get painted, and more period correct trim interior wise and exterior wise, because the truck had a Ranger package, so it will get. I'll just do a cab swap of all the interior panels from the original cab and a dash, but pretty much everything for that trim level is going to be period correct. The only thing I might make different is put where the doors are, the very bottom where you could either get doormat pockets or just blank steel. I either leave it blank steel or I'll put the carpet there that you can get from LMC. So it'll be a brown carpet, of course. Match the brown seat, brown dash, brown door panels, so it'll be a sweet truck. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and this is Old Truck Adventures, and please like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Tell your friends about it. I mean, this is an adventure in the making. So have all a great evening, and God bless America.